G'day team, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to start looking at solving trigonometric equations using algebra. So sometimes we want exact solutions to trig equations in terms of pi, and the calculator might not do this for us, so we use algebra instead. For these questions you will need your unit circles, so please make sure you do have them super handy because we will be using them. So solve for x on the domain 0 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 2 pi. So we are going to focus on this equation first. So we've got 4 cosine squared x take 3 equals 0. So now we're wanting to solve for x. So just like any other equation, we're going to be rearranging to make x the subject. So add 3 to both sides. We get 4 cos squared x equals 3. Divide by that 4 cosine squared x equals 3/4. Now we need to get rid of that squared, so we take the square root of both sides. So cosine x equals plus or minus. So remember, when we take the square root, we now look at both the positive and the negative solutions. Square root of 3 and then the square root of 4 is just 2. So now the x values that actually give the cosine that's equal to plus or minus root 3 on 2 are pi on 6, 5 pi on 6, 7 pi on 6, and 11 pi on 6. And this is why your unit circle is super handy, because all you need to look for is the x coordinate of plus or minus root 3 on 2 and write the corresponding angles. That is all you need to do. The next example I've got here is tan x take away root 3 equals 0. So add root 3 to both sides. Now we've already got it in the form tan x equals something. So now we jump to our unit circle and look for all values with the tan of root 3. So that's actually pi on 3 and 4 pi on 3. So that is what x is equal to. And it's as simple as that. Now, we can complicate things a bit further by changing the period. So I've got two different examples here. We've got sine of 2x equals something, and then the cosine of x divided by 2 equals something. So we're going to focus on this one to start with. So having the interval 0 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 2 pi. If we multiply both or all three terms by 2, the inequality actually stays the same. So 0 is less than or equal to 2x, which is less than or equal to 4 pi. Now we've changed our interval, but the process is still the same. So for all values, sine of 2x is equal to root 3 on 2, from 0 to 4 pi. We have pi on 3, 2 pi on 3, so there are two that we know from 0 to 2 pi. And then all we have to do is add 2 pi to both of these solutions to get the same values, but in the interval 2 pi to 4 pi. That way we're covering the whole interval 0 to 4 pi. So 2x is equal to pi on 3, 2 pi on 3, pi on 3 plus 2 pi, 2 pi on 3 plus 2 pi. So 2x is equal to pi on 3, 2 pi on 3, 7 pi on 3, and 10 pi on 3. Now we've got it in this form, we can now solve for our x. So all we're going to do is divide through by 2 to every single solution here. So pi on 3 divided by 2 is pi on 6. 2 pi on 3 divided by 2 is pi on 3. 7 pi on 3 divided by 2 is 7 pi on 6. 10 pi on 3 divided by 2 is 5 pi on 3. So that's how we get our x value by itself. Now the next one you'll see is if we have a fraction as our coefficient of x, so as our b value. So in this example, our b value is a half, and we've got cosine of a half x equals 1/2. So again, like we did with the other one, we're going to change our interval. So 0 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 2 pi. Just like we did with the other one, how we times it by 2. This one we're going to divide it by 2. So 0 is less than or equal to x divided by 2, which is less than or equal to pi. So the only cosine value from 0 to pi that has the cosine of a half is pi on 3. So that means x divided by 2 is equal to pi on 3. times both sides by 2, x is equal to 2 pi on 3. All right, super important that we're getting used to this idea of changing this interval. All right, beautiful. That is the end of this video. Hopefully that gives you a few good examples to get you cracking on some questions. If you are following along in the Hazy textbook, have a look at questions in 7E.3, question 1 odds, questions 2 to 4, and then question 5 odds. And we'll see you guys in the next video.